Hey guys, and welcome back to a new video here on Weapon of Noise by your host, HouseTest. Thanks so much for tuning in. We want to take a look today at a game that truly has a low player base. You know, about Counter-Strike they always say, oh, this game is dying, and despite that, for years now, the game had its most player peak this year, thanks to, of course, certain situations, but still, you know, it did get so much traction just because it's a good game. People always say also that Destiny 2 is a game that's about to die, or already did, but they still have like multiple 10,000s of players online at the same time every day. And I want to take a look at a game today that truly has the low player numbers, where people would definitely be right to say it's dead. But the thing is, it's not. And it's so much fun. Today we're going to take a look at Splitgate.
Double kill! Killing spree! Double kill! Killing spree! Double kill! Double kill! King Slayer! Double kill! Killing spree! 5 minutes remaining! Triple kill! Kill right as stone!
Right, so Splitgate is this arena shooter where Halo meets Portal, and it is free to play. You can buy a Founders Edition, which gives you some nice skins, but it's not necessary for that. Yes, it also has a Battle Pass system, and you don't need to get that to get some, you know, nice different skins. You just need to play the game, and that's all there is really to it, to the monetization. I personally say, despite the only around 200 to 250 players that are online on average per day, it works. People are playing. And the ones that are playing, they can come together. There is no bad net play connection that we have. And I really have to say, the experience overall is just so much fun. For friends and I who usually play games like Counter-Strike, of course, and Rainbow Six Siege, we really enjoyed this game, especially because one, it's a little bit different, you know, the movement is fun. It's not crazy with the jumping, like, for example, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare did. But the port mechanic on its own also leads to some very interesting tricks. Not many people use it really, but the ones that do tend to give you a really good idea how to use that mechanic and actually mix up the game very well. And especially the modes like SWAT, where headshots are insta-kill from any weapon, are really a lot of fun, because that really encourages you to get your crosshair always placed in the head, which as an aiming exercise will probably also help you in different games. We are truly living in awesome times, at least when it comes to free-to-play games. I have to say, I never imagined Destiny or Destiny 2 for the matter going free-to-play, and Counter-Strike as well. There's so many great free-to-play games out there, including Warframe and so many more, and I personally think we should give more of them a try. I never thought about it myself, but I guess I kinda am covering almost only free-to-play games? In a way, maybe? At least free to start, I mean. Destiny 2 Beyond Light, that is of course very expensive. So this game can be played by anyone, because you don't need to pay anything content-wise. All the maps are included for the whole pool of the players, and let's be honest, if there's only like 200 peak times, of course they all should be, you know, played together. This scene right now that you just saw with the Portal, for example, is one of the great things what I really love the game. It switches up everything, even if you think you know roughly how a map looks like, because they are, you know, very symmetrical, of course. So if you are in one corner, you know how the other 4 corners look like. It still is so different if you all of a sudden flip the map design on its head, because you can move from one point to the second one just completely through the map without anyone noticing you. And that, for example, is one of the many great things. There are also great game modes included in that, not just the standard team deathmatch one and a free-for-all one that you can only play in warm-up apparently. There's also Team SWAT, where there's a team deathmatch, but every headshot, no matter which weapon, is deadly. It's one of my personal favorite modes, because this is a really great aim training if you want to think about it like that. And I personally like it for that, because it really shows me, hey, if I click on the heads and I do well, you know, with my aim and positioning, I kind of know where I am also in different games, like, you know, of course, Counter-Strike and Call of Duty, maybe, if you want to play that. Not sure. Maybe Warzone. I should cover maybe Warzone, because it's also free to play, technically. And of course, there are other cool game modes as well. For example, the game mode Shotty Snipers. This game mode, unlike every any shooter mode, for example, there are of course weapons all over the map, has only you play with a sniper and a shotgun. And of course you have much more ammo with that as well. And it's so much fun. If everyone is only limited to these two weapons, you either have very interesting close combat encounters because you really force yourself on the enemy, or of course you have very long distance focused maps and of course fights. As you can see right now here, I'm for example trying my best in a standard team deathmatch mode to get everyone from a distance, but I can also go very quickly, very much up close to the enemy without them ever noticing because they, for example, are focused on someone else. And it is just insanely much fun. This is again SWAT, as you can see, every headshot is deadly. And I have to say, next to the game modes and the weapon designs, which are fantastic, there's even of course rocket launchers, you know, your standard pulse rifle, a sniper and shotguns and all the good stuff. The maps are also looking very clean. It is very easy to detect enemies on the map. I mean, the outlines are of course huge help. Some could say it's a little bit too easy, but I personally think this helps a lot the problem that I had with Call of Duty, for example, recently, because that game looked too good actually, and it actually was too difficult to see enemies. In here, because it's so fast paced of course, and also because you have a little bit longer to live, TTK needs to be on average rather in the medium range from what I can tell in the standard game mode of course. So that long TTK actually is not negative overall for the gameplay experience, because if you can see the enemy so much earlier, you also have a very good chance of course to turn yourself around and get revenge shots in. So it really is depending on your aim and not necessarily only on your reflexes. And you know, for no boomer like me, that certainly has a great help. As you can see right now here, I am able to evade a fight. I can actually take my distance very easily because the movement is rather fast. And as you can see now, I can actually walk around the enemy very easily and outsmart them if I want to. So yeah, personally to me, that is Splitgate. Very interesting maps. They're not even that singular in a way, because there are so many different designs. As you can see in this video right now, there's a very green map. Usually we only play that FFA in, of course, warm-up, but this is now team deathmatch, so because there's less players and a lot more verticality that you need to focus on, it's a little bit easier also to, you know, find your enemies early on and take them from an easy angle. And you can always switch it up again, of course, with the help of the portals. Let's talk about the portals, of course. There's an interesting mechanic. You have actually two specific keys to open portals and two specific keys to close portals again. So, for the matter, of course, if you want to do it like that, you have a very easy way, of course, to run away and then close the portal behind you to make a quick escape. But you can also try to lure enemies into your portal if you want to outsmart them, and then, of course, just catch them when they just go through your portal, which can also be kind of effective. As you can see right now, I only took advantage because I was somewhere else on the map, didn't know where to go, just jump up there again, and boom, back in action. And that constant action coming from the portals, coming from the map design, the way the weapons behave in the TTK, I'm just having a great time, honestly. And that for a free-to-play game that I don't need to pay $60 first to get the content that I actually want to enjoy, is kind of great. And I have to say, I'm usually not a fan of arena shooters because most of them are more, you know, classic style, very fast-paced, focused, very much, of course, depending on you having good aim, map knowledge, and of course, where all the good weapons are. In here, even the standard weapons are definitely strong enough to have a great experience. And especially in game modes like SWAT, again, I love that about just aim on the heads and boom, there we go. It's just basically FPS Duck Simulator. Boom, headshot! You get what I mean. It is so much fun, and me and my friends definitely will come back again. So, next time maybe the player base has not a daily peak of 250 players, maybe it's 255. Because I definitely think I will come back again, just for a few more rounds, as long as it's interesting to me, and even not hard for everyone else that I play with. We're all having a great time, and why not play a game, even if the player base apparently is that low. Because again, in my experience, we can play all together and not have a bad experience. We are not playing with people from all over the world because we can't find matches, you know, because of a low player base. It actually just works. And apparently, I mean, so long as the game is here, it kind of also works for the developers. Because the game has been around since the start of 2019. Came out actually full release in May 2019. And it's still going in 2020. So why not? Let's just go for it.
Double kill.
So that's it about Splitgate. What do you think about the game? Would you want to try it out? It's free to play, so there's probably no reason not to. It takes like 33 gigabytes on your hard drive, so maybe if you're not already having installed all of Call of Duty Modern Warfare Plus Warzone, maybe there's some space there for that. And I can only recommend it. Give it a shot. It's nice. It's something different especially, and it really plays well. And with that, I want to say thank you for watching this video. Hope you liked it. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe of course to not miss any new videos. My name is Hus, here for Weapon of Noise, and I'll see you soon again. Bye bye.